There's a hole under your feet. You just haven't dug it yet. So let's ask a stupid question. What if you never stop? One scoop, then another, straight down, no stairs, no plan, just down. How far could you actually get before something stopped you? The first bit is easy. A meter down, you hit tree roots. 2 meters, and you're standing in your own grave. That's about how deep we bury people. Keep going. 10 meters. Building foundations. 20 meters. Subway tunnels. 100 meters down. And the light from the top is just a dot now. It's quiet down here, colder than you'd think. And you're only just getting started. Because so far, you've been digging through the part of Earth we actually use. The skin? The real question is what happens when you go past everything humans have ever built. Right now, there are people below the deepest grave on Earth. Way below. There's a gold mine in South Africa. It's called Mponeng. It goes down 4 kilometers. 4 kilometers straight into the ground. To get to work, miners ride an elevator for over an hour. And down there, the earth fights back. The rock walls are 60 degrees Celsius. That's 140 degrees Fahrenheit. Hot enough to cook you. So they pump ice, thousands of tons of slurry ice, every day just to make the air breathable. And here's the part nobody expects. The rock down there doesn't just sit still. Sometimes it explodes. They call them rock bursts. The pressure gets so high, the walls burst inward without warning. They even found life down here. Tiny bacteria living in total darkness, feeding on radiation instead of sunlight. 4 kilometers down is the furthest a human body has ever gone, into its own planet. And it's basically nothing. If a body can't survive it, you send a machine. In 1970, in the frozen north of Russia, scientists started drilling one hole. Not to find anything, just to see how deep they could go. They drilled for 20 years, and they stopped here. 12,262 meters, over 12 kilometers down. It's called the Kola Superdeep Borehole, the deepest hole humanity has ever made. And here's the eerie part. This hole? It's only 9 inches wide, 12 kilometers deep, narrower than a dinner plate. The internet started calling it the well to hell. People swore you could hear screams coming out of it. That part's a myth, but the truth is stranger. They found water down there where there shouldn't be any. They pulled up fossils 2 billion years old, and then the earth stopped them. Not the rock being too hard, the rock being too soft. At the bottom, it was 180 degrees Celsius, almost double what they predicted. So hot the solid rock started to flow, oozing back into the hole faster than they could drill it. The planet was healing the wound. So they gave up. They sealed it with a metal cap in the ground and walked away. Here's what nobody tells you. The center of the Earth is 6,300 kilometers down. Our deepest hole, our 20-year world record well-to-hell hole, it made it about 1/500th of the way. If the Earth were an apple, we haven't even broken the skin. We have walked on the moon. We've sent robots to Mars. But the ground directly beneath your chair? We've never seen it. We never will. Everything past this point, no human, no machine has ever touched. So from here, we go where nobody can. First, you fall through the rest of the crust, the thin shell we live on. It looks huge to us. It's the thinnest layer there is. Then the crust ends, and the mantle begins. Almost 3,000 kilometers of it. Rock so hot it should be liquid, but the pressure is so brutal, it stays solid and flows like tar over thousands of years. Somewhere in here, it's raining diamonds. This is where they form, then get pushed up to us over millions of years. Keep falling. Now the rock ends completely. This is the outer core, an ocean of liquid iron, 2,000 kilometers deep, churning at 5,000 degrees. And this ocean, it's the only reason you're alive. Its spinning metal makes Earth's magnetic field, the invisible shield that blocks the sun's radiation. Without this molten ocean, the surface would be scorched dead. The thing that protects you is buried where you can never see it, and at the very bottom, the core within the core. Solid iron, as hot as the surface of the sun. Wait, solid? Hotter than lava. But solid? Yes. Down here, the pressure is so insane. It crushes the metal into a solid ball and won't let it melt. If you actually reached the center, the weight of the entire planet would crush you, smaller than a marble. So, how deep can you actually dig? We tried our hardest. 20 years. Our best machines. We made it 12 kilometers. Beneath that is a world of flowing rock, oceans of metal, and a sun-hot heart that no eye will ever see. You've stood on it your whole life, and you're standing on it right now. The deepest place on Earth isn't at the bottom of the ocean. It's straight down, and we've barely knocked on the door.